Itanay sa hadaro kasi sa rohudaya at alanapsunan niya namin. Humans. You know that there is Illuminati that are just, you called cult. Cult is means of your religions. You know, humans? That is what you call cult. In Tetra, cult means your what you called religions. You know? Buddhist, Taoist, Catholicism, all that. Born again, so-called Christians, you know? That is what you call cults, humans, you know? True Illuminati humans is the true warrior of gods. You know, I'll tell you about Illuminati, the true stigmatist. There are Illuminati that just call themselves Illuminati. They are those who help the needs. But there is also Illuminati, the true stigmatist. The true stigmatist is those who are, you call the warrior of gods. You know? A soldier, warrior of God's Father. This is what they do. They fought with those who do the sorcery. Sorcery is what you call a black magic. You know, a black magic. These sorcerers, once they pointed out on you and then they boast their anger through you, they will not leave you alone when you are not dead. This is what they do, humans. They can kill you through your spirit being making it unrest. You know? This stigmatist, the true stigmatist, the true Illuminati, the soldiers of gods, is sent to the world to fight with these sorcerers, this black. This is what you called witch doctor, but in Tetra, they are called soldiers of fathers. You know, humans? This true Illuminati is those, some of them have already died. They have already died for hours, for few days, and they have seen heavens. You know? When they were sent back to the world, that is when they started doing what they're doing. You know? Healing the people that are been unrest through the with this you call the sorcerers. This sorcery does is this. They use the ora pro nobis. They use the prayer for your spirit to get it unrest. And that through your unrest spirit, it becomes into your flesh to be unrest too. And that what kills you. Because what they use is a spirit of demons. You know? Spirit of demons. Demons. You know, humans? And this Illuminati, the true stigmatist does is to put back. To put back the good sorcerers. You have to find the good and best, because there is sorcerers that have killed, like when they have already killed 10 humans, they become really, really worse. And these are those who have already sold their spirits. You know? These have sold their spirits. These are those who are really, really bad ones. And this true Illuminatis, the true stigmatas, this is what they do. This is not what you can call voodoo. Voodoo is something else, humans. And it's also stigmata, but it's something else. You know? The true stigmata, which is in heaven we call stigmatist, they are those in the Pacific Oceans. There are many of them in the Pacific Oceans. You know? You call Philippines stigmatist. Is where they are. The New Jerusalem. You know? New Jerusalem is what you call Philippines. You get that, humans? This is where the true soldiers of God is. They dwell among people that have been sorcerized. those who have already killed humans of many. You know? This true stigmatist does is this. When a doctor can't find your what's wrong with you, a human goes to them. And that's when they knew what's wrong with them. Because these sorcerers can make you sick of sickness that you cannot find in your thermometers, in your doctors, whatever scans. No, they won't. Because it is a sickness of spiritually that can kill you in physical. You know, humans? Once a person goes to stigmatist, the real stigmatist, you called illuminatis, that is when they become healed. They will be healed once if they do believe them. Because it's your healing depending on you too, depending on your beliefs. This true stigmatis, the true illuminatis of soldiers of Father, God, as they do the sakar. Sakar, you know Sakaria? That is the main meaning of the prayers, sakar. That what they do is every 6 p.m. of Tuesday and Friday, they do the sakar, a prayer. You know, a prayer of Latin, which is to me as heaven, tetra. Different because what they use is the lower part of the tetralingo. You know? So, this is what happens to the true Illuminatis. When the time for them to pray is to replenish, they go to tombs per tombs, cemeteries per cemeteries to do the sakar, to do the prayer. And when they finished and there, it's 12 midnight that they have to go to cemeteries. You know, humans? To whoever they feel like. They go there and they do the sakar. You know? And then when they are finished, it's usually 4 hours, you know? Sometimes it's depending. It's depending what they are doing. Depending on their call. You know? And then in the morning, when it's before the sun rises, they go to the church. They go to the church and that is when, you know, in the morning, EM, 2 EM, they go to the churches and then they must not look because once they finished in the cemetery, they go to the churches to do the sakar for their last prayers is in the churches. No? With those times, depending when it is full moons. Depending on what they are called. You know? And they would go to the churches and they must not look anywhere because that is where their test, their hard test is in the church. As before they finished it, they go there and they do the prayer. They must not look to whoever is calling because that is when it's like you when you are cold. You know, you have to do the prayer the hard way to receive the right part, to do the right thing. You know? And when they're done in the cemetery, they go to the churches and they will pray there of their last oracion. We called it oracion, what you called ora pro nobis. You know? Ora pro nove. You know, you must? And that they should not look. Because when they look, they won't have peace. You know? It is the test that you should not look at whoever is catwalking you or calling you because that is where spirits of the dead are. You know? They test you before you receive what you desires, before you receive the truth in you. This is what they do too after they have healed somebody. They have to offer in their altars what is Father is asking them. When Father asks you to offer a fish, then you must offer the fish that He asked of you. You know? That is the true Illuminatis humans. The true Illuminatis is the soldiers of God that does the hard work. Hard work when they go to the cemeteries at 12 midnight and they finish it off at the churches. They must not look anywhere for them to receive what they wanted, for them to receive what is they are called for. This is why I said to you, just because they have the same name, you think they are all the same. No, humans. It is totally different because the true stigmatists, the true illuminatis are the soldiers of God that fought back spiritually and fleshly to those who are doing the evil. Do you understand that, humans? The true stigmatists is the soldiers of God that fleshly and spiritually they fought back. They even kill those who are those who are sending you the energy to kill you. Those who are making your spirit unrest. They can kill. What they desire, and right away the true Illuminatis can send them to the hell where they belong. Like this, when you are with the other spirits that are making you unrest, you call demons within you that making you unrest, and the true Illuminatis knows what it is that's making you unrest. And that is when they will warn you first, and then when you don't listen, they can kill you right away. They can kill you through that person you have manifest into. Because this is what true Illuminatis is. Spirit warfare, the soldiers of God's. So don't think just because they are called stigmata or Illuminati, you think they are all the same. They have different kinds, humans. And this is not what you knew. Because voodoo is another thing. It is also part of the lower part of the satanic. Many of these are doing that in a bad way, humans. In a good way, you call bad. It's depending, like your doctors asking them behind doors, what is the sickness of this when they can't find you what your sickness. So they will ask a witchcraft, a witch doctor, for them to know what is really wrong with you. That is what it is, humans. Everything around you there's a reason. The only wrong in the world is the sorcerers because they kill. Just like me, humans. I've been through hell with this woman who been trying to kill me for years. Even to this very end because of her jealous and envy. Isa ikadahula surahunay amen.